Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 10 of After the Rain, and it's getting close to the ending, sadly, and it's hard to say because the show is actually reasonably getting more in depth with their characters, and it's a little sad to feel that the show is coming to a close soon. And if it ends in such a weird way, it'll bug me because this episode really took to place um like a good extension of the characters a little bit more. So so coming from last week's episode where there was kind of a lot of, I would say, negativity uh being brought out in such a way that it needed to be called out just to know that it's happening. You just can't have it in the background. uh Now going into this kind of rocky waters, um we get Tachibana inviting Kondo to this secondhand fair, book fair, and kind of just enjoying, um, well, books and such. Which is interesting is that we get an extension of his character from here. Is also he's a very avid and what's the best way to like I don't know the best word to put it, but he's very enthralled with books and literature, and he gets sucked into them to the point where we learn later on that it kind of ruined his relationship with his family, and uh, we get a better idea on why and what happened in a sense. There must have been there's other factors, but this was one of the main points. Um, and Also, from this, we also get Tachibana's kind of aftermath with her friends and trying to uh, allude to some more. We were kind of now led to believe that there's been points led that Tachibana wants to continue running, but she's been, what's the best way to put it? She's been sidetracked, minus the puns, to kind of take her life in a different way. Uh, for what reason, I don't know yet. If I go back, probably rewatch it a little bit more. But she's kind of just staying clear from running. She still wants to run, um, but it's kind of hard for her. Maybe out of fear of her injury, her the distance she's created from her friends. Um, there can be a lot of factors there. It's kind of hard to get back into something you really enjoyed when you've kind of fallen out of it. And what's what was fun about this episode are kind of the two literal, not literal phrases that came out of it. One was that fun little short, um, the little short postcard about the question mark and the exclamation point, which was done wonderfully and adorably. Not only as a telling, but as an actual act between Tachibana and Kondo, which that in itself is fun. And then at the end, where we see this bookmark, I would call it the bookmark scene, um, where they're talking about this, and they not only like escalate their current situation because they share similar situations. They're both they both have higher aspirations for what they really enjoy, but it's hard for them to really like delve into them because of what possibilities or negativities are behind that. Um, with Tachibana and her running, and Kondo with his literature, because they've both had a falling out with them. They still enjoy it, but it's hard to really get back into it. So the story of this like simple bird and bird's nest that was near the restaurant, and kind of that whole what happens if the bird never flew away and stayed there. That was a very good telling for Tachibana, where she really needed to hear something that like that. And then kind of also Tachibana just going along with, not going along, but kind of encouraging Kondo with his dreams, I would say. Like that, those sometimes simple words like can really drive a person. So when he said that, when she said that he wanted to read books that he wrote, that's, you know, I'm gonna lie, that's something really strong that any person would love to hear when that's their work. It's like anyone would enjoy watching a video that I create, or anyone play a game that I designed, or anything that someone really enjoys making for other people to enjoy. So that in itself is something Kondo like it's interesting that he's never heard it, or if he has, it's been like dealt back. But I'm gonna end it there. It was a very calm episode for the most part. Not so many, uh, so much like negativity around here. It's just kind of the calm, the rocky shores right now, get right before probably the climax. So, so thanks again for watching. Until next time.